That was simply pathetic.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by the way, kick Dingbat here, and I mean it. That was one of the worst Eagles games I've seen in 2 years. That looked like a team that was disinterested in playing, that quit, that didn't want to be there. They looked like the 1-4 team, while the Giants looked like the Super Bowl champions. All right, now let me first start by saying this. Congratulations to all the Giant fans. Bad Dog, Capizzle, Entertainer, all the Giant fans out there, you deserve this. Cruising, you deserve it. You deserve it. You were better every side of the ball in every aspect of the game. You were the better team. You kicked our ass. You deserve every ounce of credit you get tonight. You beat us. There is no excuses. I have no excuses. You were just the better team tonight. Okay? You were the better team. All right? Now, if you're here and you're hoping I'm going to say something and give you some logical stuff about moving on and we're going to be okay, this ain't the video. This ain't the video for that tonight. That can come later. Right now, I'm pissed off. I just watched this game. I just got off my stream. So you've got to give me some leeway because I'm emotionally pissed off and I'm going to go off on this team because they stink. They stink. All right? And Pizzle's going to be there, and he's eating all his mayonnaise sandwiches tonight. And Mark Holmes thinks his team somehow did something where it has nothing to do with them. All right, this team, first of all, in my opinion, I've been very nice about Patullo. I've said I'm not going to judge him year one. Week 1, week 2, week 3. I'm going to give him 5-6 weeks. Well, we're at 6 weeks, and he stinks. He stinks. I could put a better game plan together than him. He said he didn't sleep for 2 days. You should have slept only for 2 days and not done anything else. It would have been better. You stink. He's got no answers. He's got no answers on offense. He is a major problem. All right? And let me tell you, the coaches were all major problem, including Vic Fangio. Because the first thing I noticed, the first defensive series that we were on the field, this defense, they looked tired. They looked disinterested. They had nothing. They looked like they didn't want to be there. The effort was horrible. This team was not ready to play. What did they do? They had off on Monday. What did they walk through Tuesday and Wednesday? They weren't ready. They weren't ready to play. All right? And I'm not going to blame one guy or one coach. This is a complete team, just total letdown. All right? I mean, look at the kick return. You can't return a kick. I mean, I've never seen a team constantly drop the ball on kickoffs and then end up picking it up and then getting to the 10-yard line if you're lucky. How does that happen in professional football? How can they not catch a ball? I catch it with this mother humper. All right? I named one of my kittens Tank after the Tank Bigsby trade. Why? He ain't no Tank. He's like, he should have called the cat Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more food? You know what I mean? What the hell, dude? They stink. Special team stinks, defense stinks, offense stinks, quarterback stinks, the receivers stink, except for Devontae Smith. If I have to say one guy that was actually good, the only guy that comes to play is Devontae Smith. Reminds me of the playoff game versus Tampa when Devontae Smith did what? He's the only guy that went on and did anything. That is pathetic. It's so pathetic. I thought defensively, they sucked. And listen, you can't say, well, we didn't have Q and we didn't have Jalen Carter and it would have been different. Well, you know what? They didn't have their best receivers. They were playing with like their 4th and 5th string wide receivers, and they looked like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. Okay? Scam Scatterbo, whatever the hell his name is. All right, he looked like Adrian Peterson. We couldn't stop the run. And the truth of the matter is this. Here's the hard truth that people need to know. The Giants wanted it more. They wanted it more, and they showed heart. This is what I'm upset about more than anything. The Eagles, to me, look like they didn't care. That was shades of 2023 at the end of the year. That's what it felt like, because it looked like they didn't care. They were just going through the motion. That's what bothers me the most. All right? And remember when Jackson Dart is scrambling and he looked like he had a couple yards, but then all of a sudden he goes head first and he gets the first down, and Jahad Campbell's just sitting there like, oh, okay. That showed you right there the Giants wanted it more. They wanted to win more than the Eagles. I have a problem with that. And to me, this isn't just, okay, we had a bad game. I can live with that. This is, you come off a loss to the Broncos where it was 24-6 the fourth quarter, you're winning. And you choke the game away, and then your response on how you're going to come and how you're going to act after that game. How are you going to respond to that bad loss? You're going to come and lay an egg against the Giants and not even show up? I mean, it was pathetic. This was an ass kicking. This was an ass kicking on every level. Every level. It's bad. It's bad. And I got to say, what's wrong with this team? What is wrong with them? You know what I mean? You won a Super Bowl, great. But now it's a new year. Stop thinking about that. It's time for 2025 Eagles to rise. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Next week is the fork in the road. Because this team is at a fork in the road. All right, yeah, they're 4-2 now. But let's face it, they didn't play good week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, then they lost week 5 or week 6. It's like catching up to them again. All right, so right now you're at a fork in the road. You can do one of two things. One, you can sit there and you can go into next week, look the same you did, and then you know what? We're back to 2023. It's over. It's a wrap, people. But the other thing is, you could come and answer it like you answered the Tampa Bay game last year when you were 2-2, and come back and reestablish yourself versus Minnesota. This is the week we're going to find out. There's no more excuses. And I don't even trust that Patullo could be a good offensive coordinator. Yeah, and I wonder what's going on with the locker room. Is there bigger problems than just this team was tired and not ready to play? Is the coach, are they not hearing him? What is going on? Because this is not 1 week. If the Eagles were 5-0, okay, in going into this game, and they laid this goose egg, I would be like, whatever. You know, it happens. Unfortunately, it happens. Okay, move on. But no, after what happened with the Denver game and the way that they lost that game, and then to come back with this effort is bad. The Eagles have no pass rush. They have no cornerbacks if Q goes down. Adoree Jackson and Keely Ringo stink. They stink. And nobody can fix that. The edge rushers stink. Jalen Hunt, where is he? Where is he? We get no rush with our edge rushers at all. At all. Scam Scatterboo was running over the defensive tackles, running over Jordan Davis. How is that possible? The Eagles, they weren't ready to play. You know, I mean, Makuba can't tackle. I mean, you could have C.J. Gardner-Johnson back cheap, and yet Makuba can't tackle. Jahad Campbell, he can't get off a block sometimes. And then these guys are letting up on tackles, and Giants are taking it to you. You got these receivers, are 4th, 5th string practice squad receivers, and they're torching you. It's bad. It's bad. This is the worst loss I've seen the Eagles have in years. And I'm pissed off about it. I'm pissed because this team is much better than that. And I'm telling you right now, I told you, this isn't going to be, feel better. I don't feel good. I get it. I had to watch the stupid Phillies lose. The guy don't know, pitcher don't know, bases loaded, third and first, it's out, and you're out of the inning. He stinks. Choker. Ugh. I'm tired. The Phillies are the Dallas Cowboys of baseball. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with it. You know, they better get this shit fixed, and they better do it soon. And I don't think if they can't do it this week, They can't ever do it. Kevin Petula, I didn't sleep for 48 hours. You should have just slept and not woke up. We would have been better off. Jalen Hurts calls better plays than you, and Jalen Hurts wasn't even good. Okay, how do you throw that interception? You can't throw that interception. He misses Devontae Smith on a bomb. He wasn't good either. All right, the biggest problem I think the Eagles have is both sides of the line of scrimmage are getting beat. Both the defensive line and offensive line have not been good, and it's trickling down everywhere. And the coaches so far can't figure it out. Vic Fangio, he wasn't good. How do you let a quarterback with 3 starts work you like that? Should never happen. This team has got to get it fixed. Now, can they get it fixed? I believe they can. But they have to prove that they can do it. And this week is the fork in the road. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all living in it. Howie Roseman better get on the phone because there are trades that need to be made, and he is part of this whole thing too. He is not getting off the hook either. He's got moves to make because right now we've got no pass rush. We need corner help, and we even need offensive line help. Denzel Washington out. Now would be a great time to talk about our new sponsor, ProfitX. ProfitX is the ultimate sports prediction market. Join thrilling sweepstakes to make peer-to-peer plays with fellow fans. Set your own odds for bigger payouts. All legal in 40 states. Outsmart your friends. Elevate your game with ProfitX. All you got to do is use promo code Philly500 at the sign-up to get up to $200 in ProfitX cash. That's $200 in ProfitX cash. All you have to do is use promo code Philly500. Must be of legal age. Void where prohibited. Start now at ProfitX. All right, so when you look at the Eagles-Giants game Thursday, a lot of people will tell you division games, you've got to throw the records away. You never know how it's going to go. And in some regards, I do think that's true. And Giants-Eagles have always tended to be weird with weird fourth quarters. But the Eagles are 7-point favorites. I still like that. Although I think there's an easier play, a safer play if you want. And that's simply the over. The over is 40.5 right now. I take that easy. I think that's an easy play for somebody to win. And if you like that and you want to check it out, go to ProfitX. You can get $200 in ProfitX cash. Just use promo code Philly500. That's promo code Philly500. Get $200 in ProfitX cash. You will not be disappointed. Check it out now. That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.